And just hearing your story kind of reminds me of what's going on currently now. A lot of millennials, they're making more money than their parents.
Mhm.
But what you find is that a lot of them are spending more than what they actually have. So what would you say to, millennial or Gen Z who maybe listen to this into who thinks
Okay.
that 30s far away, 40s far away, they have all the time in the world to do as they please. What would you say to that person?
Oh my goodness. What a great question. I have a daughter who is 16. So this is right up my alley. And so I always try to really have, and not just me, but my husband as well. We have open conversations with her about money. She, is on social media. Social media is extremely impressive in terms of it will flash, sparkly, shiny things in front of you. And if you're a teenager or a young person, you feel compelled to go ahead and just, you got to have that. You got to do that. You got to look like that, be like that. And one of the things that I try to communicate is that 99% of everything you see on TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter is a lie. It's a filter. It's literally just kind of they're editing out this, they're lighting that, they're cropping out that. And so what you see is this shining object, and now you want that. And I tried to help her to understand that that is not reality. This is reality. People work for a living. You have to save your money. You have to make sure you give some of your money. You have to make sure that, and one of the things that I do is I tell her, I say, when we go on vacations, you like when we go to Florida, right? She said, yes, I love when we go on vacation and we stay at hotels. I said, well, what's going to happen when you become a young woman? You don't expect, and my husband will tell her, like, we're not going to keep paying for you at you're 25. So she's like, you know what, then I need to get a good job. I need to make sure that, I get good grades in school so I can get a scholarship. And I said, when you do things this way, you're setting yourself up for success, and you are setting yourself up to really do the things you want to do. And I always try to communicate with young people, and I have nieces that are 17, 16, I have godchildren who are 18 and things like that. And I tell them it's not a bad thing to have fun. The Lord doesn't put us here to kind of lock us up in a prison cell and you can't do this, you can't that. He just wants you to be wise.
Yeah.
If you get $10, and I tell her, if you get $10, save two of it. You're not going to miss it, to be honest. Because every time I go to the store, I buy everything anyway. So you're not even going to miss it. Put $2, save $2. Make sure you give $1 away to help someone else, give it to the church or whatnot. And then you really try to figure out what is it that you're in terms of, like, she's saving for Christmas right now. So Christmas is coming up. So be wise and just allocate a little bit of your money's allowance, jobs that she does. And that way you can have what you need when you need it. And that's something that I try to tell a lot of my nieces and nephews, is that everybody is going to have a life experience. You may not have it now because you're at home with mommy and daddy. We kind of shelter you from the storm. But see, unlike what they communicate in social media, when life hits you, it's going to hurt you a little bit, and it's going to hurt you in your pockets. And you need to make sure that your faith is strong, where you can pray and ask the Lord to give you guidance and direction. But when He placed things in your hand, that you can be responsible, because there's no point. And I've been in this situation where I asked the Lord to please open up a door so I can pay my rent. He will open up a door. I will get a little bonus at work. I get the bonus in my hand. I forget all about what I asked the Lord for, and I'm at the store buying clothes. It's like ding ding ding. So I tell her, my daughter and my nieces and nephews, about the mistakes we made. Like, I get it, you want to go out, you want to enjoy yourself, do it on a budget. Budgets are not meant to be restrictive. They actually give you freedom. It tells you you have this amount to go ahead and have fun, but you have this amount to make sure you have your books paid for school. That's all it does. And so, I try to tell millennials, you may think that at 16 or at 18, you have all the time in the world. Number one, who's to say you're going to live until 30? Young people are dying nowadays. Actually, it feels like it's in droves now.
Yeah.
At least that's what the older people in my family tell me. They always tell me that, like, it seems like the young people are just dying now, but that's true. And another thing is that you want to be able just to prepare and to lay up some things in case, a rainy day comes, to be wise, like the ant. You take a little bit and you just store it up in case you need it, because again, when life happens, you need to fix your car, you need to, fix something in your home, you need to do this, you need to do that. you have the funds or the ability to be able to do it. So that's what I always try to communicate. I try to be very honest with them, but again, try to come from a place of compassion. Like, I get it, I understand, because I was once there. But you can be wise in your dealings when it, especially when it comes to your money, especially when it comes to your money.